Hi and welcome to Rochelle's Review. Today's topic, we're going to get straight into it. It's about moving to another state or even for that matter another country, just another environment totally. It's really hard and it can get real discouraging because you're not around your elements. You're not around what you're accustomed to, you know? So, for me, I'm going to talk about my personal journey with moving to Florida from New York, right? I would say it was difficult, but it's not something that's not doable. When I say doable, I mean you can accomplish this, but just do not turn back when you see the roads are getting rough. You know, there were times when I got discouraged when I came to Florida, and it was because I was no longer in my comfort zone, right? I moved to Florida in 2012 in December, and I had just came back from being out the country for a number of years, and I was sick. For those who don't know, I suffer with chronic asthma, and I had a tumor, a brain tumor. It was benign. It was, well, it was not a brain tumor. It was a pituitary adenoma. It affected certain things about me. Anyhow, that put me out of work for a while. I used to work at the New York Blood Services for almost 10 years. And that put me out of work for a while. So I decided, my asthma and my tumor, I was just gonna change my environment, see if, a different way of life would be better for my health. Since I was put out of work, I was on disability for a full year, FMLA. I said, I don't want to be sitting home and not at least live life, experience something that I always wanted to experience. I didn't know whether it was that serious that it was going to cost me my life or what, so I decided to live a little. Okay? That brought about me trying to get to a warmer climate, and so I traveled to Antigua. I stayed there for a number of years. That trip and that life and everything I'm gonna detail it on another post. Okay, I'm gonna have a whole video dedicated to just that. Now, the thing I'm trying to do in this video is show a little bit of my experience in moving to Florida. When I got back from Antigua, I stayed with my sister. The hurricane had came, and I felt it was too cold. My body wasn't getting adjusted to being back in the cold. So I decided to go to Florida with help from my auntie and encouragement from my father and different people. They kind of told me to go and try at it. But I'm a person that I like being my own boss. I'm not the type of person that sits and wait until something happens for me to benefit. I like to make things happen. You understand? So, when I got to Florida and I realized it was warm, I kind of made up my mind then that I was going to stay, but I was holding off not to make any quick judgment, right? I stayed with my auntie for 30 days. 30 days. On the 30th day, I was in my own apartment. Yes. First of all, it could have took less than that, because the reason why it did not take 30 days, took more than 30, just, I'm getting confused. Let me have a drink. Hold on. This is pomegranate juice, not wine. Yeah, pomegranate juice. Anyhow, it took me 30 days. And the reason why it took 30 days was because I neglected to take care of some bills and things when I was out of the country in Antigua. So my credit score dropped. My credit score was 510. No matter where we went. And my auntie did her best to go everywhere with me. She took me places. She was very helpful in trying to get me a place. However, they relied a lot upon credit score. So try to make your credit score the best as possible when trying to move, at least from New York to Florida. I know I can't tell you about anywhere else. I would assume that it's the same other places, but I cannot tell you for sure. This is my experience, as I told you. So we're going to work from here. Anyhow, the credit score was raggedy. 510. I was not getting anywhere. Frustration set in, and I started to doubt myself. I started to become, kind of depressed, saddened. Things wasn't going as I wanted, right? So my auntie had one more idea. She took me to the place that she used to live, right? When she first came, she lived at a place, and she took me there. And when we got into the place, I realized that it's not where I wanted to be. But I said, I'm going to live here. In my mind, I made that decision in my head. I said, I want to live here. Not for long, but I want to be here. I'm going to make it my business to get here. And me just saying that to myself, I went in and I spoke to the lady. And when I got a chance to speak to her by herself, I simply told her. I said, I think her name was Charlene. Yeah, Charlene. I said, Charlene, let me explain something to you. I'm in a bind right now, And I kind of broke it down to her that, listen, if you help me, I would not make you regret helping me. You understand? I really, really need your help. I don't feel comfortable where I am because not that anyone was treating me wrong. I am not comfortable being in anyone's space. I don't care how much you treat me nice. It's just, I want to be the queen of my own domain. I just want to be around home sweet home. I think nothing beats your own home. It's not nothing personal. It's just nothing beats your own. Right? So that was a hurdle I had to get over. Anyhow, the lady said, I see your determination and I'm going to help you. Okay? She pulled some strings. She gave me a few hints what to do. Such as include my school. I was already enrolled in school. She told me in order to make my budget work, I had to include my income from school so I could meet the income requirement. So, you know that now that the school income that you'll be making maybe with the Pell and the Tap can be used as your income. So, if you didn't know, here's a heads up for you. Credit score, school, and also, she told me the mere fact that I was willing to um like ask for a chance and be so bold as to tell her that I promised to make that promise to, not let her down. That too is what a lot of people looks for. Because if I had sat there and didn't even try, she would have overlooked me and say I didn't fit the qualifications and let me go on about my business. So anyhow, I got the place, and it was a small place, but small to you, small to people that's in the house, but it was like a mansion. You couldn't tell me nothing about my little place. I'm in Florida now. I'm warm. I went in there with a couple of blankets that I stole from my auntie house. She knew about it, but I still took it. Anyhow, blankets, pillows, and stuff. And I went on the floor. I went and I stayed in my house on the floor. Okay? I was so happy. I slept in, it was a 2-bedroom, 2 baths on the first floor. And I was happy as a bug in a rug. I was on the floor. I didn't have no TV, no anything, but I was just so happy to have my house, my apartment. Anyhow, moving on. I got that. I said, now, okay, it was kind of wearing off the newness. So I said, I have to go and buy a TV. I did not have any money. Like I said, I was on disability, getting one set money every month, right? So, and I was getting money from the school. So, I went to school. No, I didn't go to school. Wait, back up. I'm getting ahead of myself. Oh, I went to the thrift store. The thrift store. They got TVs in there, y'all. Yeah. TVs. $20 TVs, $30 TV, and everything. Okay, so thrift store. And they got good clothes in there. They have good clothes in there. You may have to wash them before you wear. Maybe some people put their liners in the crotch of it and all of it afterwards just for you to be comfortable in wearing other people's stuff. But there's a way around it for you to make it. Okay? Do not go and buy yourself no name brand stuff. Don't I'm heavy on this. I do not like living up to the Joneses at all. I think everybody should go in their own lane. You understand me? Okay, back to the story, because I will go and start preaching about that, because I'll go on for days. Okay? I went to the thrift store and I called the cable company to get me a phone in the house and a internet and, get myself together because I need internet for school and blah, blah, blah. And plus I needed a TV. And the thrift store, I met a lady and her and I became good friends. Mary, big up yourself. Hi, Mary. Yeah. We used to go thrifting and everything. So I felt like I wasn't where I wanted. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't where I wanted to be. I wanted to be South Beach sipping pina coladas and driving in my drop top, whatever. And that's where I want to be. But no, I didn't have that budget. So I had to be at the thrift store. Look at me. I'm not, I'm not suffering. But the thrift store was where my money was at the time. Right? So we went. I got my TV. I got some clothes. And I found that they were big on at the church, you go to like, not the soup kitchen, but it was like, I forgot the name that they called it, but it was a place where we get food at the church, right? So I went to the church to get some foods. And I even went and applied for, they said if you had a certain income, you could apply for public assistance, or you could apply for food stamps at the time. I'm telling you, I was trying everything to make it in Florida, because I just wanted to change to get my footing firmly planted on the ground and do what I had to do in order to, grow and become independent and, self-serving and stuff. So I had to try everything. So I applied for food stamps. You know how much they gave me in food stamps? They gave me a whopping $12 in food stamps. Yes. You thought I'm not taking it. No. I took the $12. Down in Florida, you have to buy bottled water. And believe me, one person living by themselves, my $12, bought me some bottled water every month. I took that $12 and got me bottled water. Okay? And at the pantry, that's the name of the church, the pantry. Those places are not nothing that anyone frowns upon down here, because that's what help you out in the time of need, hurricane, any disaster. You go to the pantry. The pantry is there to help you. And when you get up on your feet and stop struggling, I would advise some of you people to give back to those same pantries that used to help you out, because they serve the neighborhood and the public well. They really stop a lot of people from hitting hard times. Okay? The pantry and stuff, you need to learn to donate when you get yourself together. Use them as a stepping stool. And whenever you get the chance, you go and donate back to them. Anyhow, moving on. My $12, yes, my whopping $12 that I got from the food stamps. Yeah. Then I found a charity place. What was the name? Mustard seed? The mustard seed, yeah. If you was into a apartment and you needed a bed and such, and you was on public assistance, they would help you with the bed or the whatever. I said, listen, if I even get a bed from there, all I would just have to do is get a covering for it, and I would have a bed to serve me until whenever I get some more money to buy me a bed out the box. Because I was like skeptical about sleeping on somebody's bed. That's kind of... I didn't like that idea. But lo and behold, when I got to the place, the man showed me several different beds, and he said, and there's one over there in the plastic. It's new, but it's damaged. I said, can I see that one? It had a tear, like he was delivering it, and it had a little hole on the side. And I said, wait a minute, this is all that's wrong with it? He said, yeah, the person did not want it because it was damaged. I said, okay, what size? He said, king size. I said, beautiful. Can I have it? Delivered it to my house. Girl had a bed. Girl had food. Girl had water, my $12. Girl had her own apartment. It was nothing but up from there, right? So school time came around. I went to school, things came, my little monies came in for, everything was going smooth. Every now and again, the car would break down. Oh, and my car story. My car story. How I got a car when I got down here. That, I got to put it in another video.